Hey, Lazy here. So by now you probably have a collection of different runes from either purchasing them in the swap, farming them, or playing Rune Evolution. One thing you can do with these runes is to craft runewords for your character. So runewords are unique weapons and armor that your character can equip in order to get bonuses. Currently these bonuses are only for used in farming, but it has now been confirmed that there will be additional bonuses for Rune Evolution, as well as these runewords being physically equipped by your character in Rune Infinite, the upcoming PvP brawler game, and Arcane Sanctuary, the larger 3D Rune MMO. So in order to see what runewords there are, you can navigate to the page by going to Craft and then Runewords. This shows a list of craftable and retired runewords, those that are no longer craftable, though you can still buy them on the market. So we can see the craftable ones say craft here and status available, and the ones that are now retired say status retired and not craftable. So we can see this rune word is made from 5 different runes: Tal, Ort, Thul, Eld, and Neth. And we can also see the different attributes of that rune word. So with each craft, these attribute values can roll anywhere between and including the given values. For example, one of Titan's attributes is increased harvest yield. This gives a player a percentage bonus on their farms when they harvest. So we can see here the lowest roll is 2% and the highest roll is 5%. All farming related effects take place when you click the harvest button. So if you have 10 of a rune to harvest in one go, and you have a 5% increased harvest yield on your character equipment, you will actually get 10.5 of that rune. So looking at the next attribute, we see 10 to 20% reduced harvest fees. Now, important to note that these harvest fees relate to another attribute that adds harvest fees. This is not related to the gas fees from BSC. So if an item says it adds a 10% harvest fee, and you have an item that reduces the harvest fee by, say, 20%, you will now have to pay an 8% of that harvest fee rather than 10. And the final attribute we see here is a 1 to 2% random rune exchange. Now, this is a really interesting one. This means when you harvest a rune in the farm, there is a 1 to 2% chance the entire harvest will be returned to you as a different rune. It's up to you how you want to use this, but it seems so far that new runes that are being farmed are generally quite a high price in the beginning of the farming period, and then they go down in price nearer to the end. Because of this, it could be a strategy to not equip an item that has a random rune exchange until the later parts of the farming period. At which time you have a chance of, instead of getting a lower priced rune, to get one of the higher priced ones. So let's go ahead and craft this Titan rune word. Click the craft button. This takes us to the crafting page, and we can see on the left, these are the 5 runes in the correct order to create this rune word. We know this for sure because on the bottom right, we can see recipe found, Titan, and all of the runes made. On the top right, we can see our inventory of runes. As we can see on this account, I have no runes, so I'm not going to be able to make this without buying the runes first. If we scroll down, where it should be saying craft, because I don't have the relevant runes, it's actually asking me to buy the runes. This will take me straight to the swap, where I can buy them. Now there are 5 runes I wanted to buy: Tal, Ort, Thul, Eld, and Neth. Now I need one of each in order to make a craft, but considering each one of those would be a transaction, the gas fees could mount up. So I'm going to buy a few in one go. Let's start with Tal. So if I buy 5 Tal right now, that's 0.01 BNB. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is on every transfer of runes, there is a 1% transaction fee. So it says at the moment I'm going to get 5, but after the transaction fee, I'm actually going to get more like 4.9. So if I say 5.2, for instance, I'll have enough to make 5 of the item. So I'll go to swap to get that, confirm the swap, confirm in MetaMask, close. BSC can be quite slow, so I'm going to speed up some of these sections. Now that that's come through, we can see we have 5.148 Tal. Now I'm going to do this off camera just for the rest of the runes we need, which is Ort, Thal, Eld, and Nef. Now all the runes have come through, we can go back to the crafting page. Gonna find Titan, craft. Now we can see we have 5 of each of the runes needed for the craft. We can go down and you see this buy runes button is now being replaced with transmute. I click transmute, approve, confirm. The first time you use any of the runes, we need to approve the spend of that rune. So we're going to have to approve and confirm for each of the runes, but we'll only have to do this once and never again if we're going to craft this. So confirm for Tal. So this can be a long process in the first time you do it, but you won't need to do it again. Now it's asking for the next confirm. This is to approve spend of Ort. And I'm just going to skip to the end of all the approvals. Now that we've approved the spending of all the runes, we can confirm the craft. Confirm. So the gas fee cost is a little higher than a normal transaction because this has a lot more information in it. So confirm. So that sound means that the craft is now complete. We see successfully crafted at the top. We can see the perfection score here is 34%, so that is quite low. And because the rating is low, we can see that it is marked as a magical item. The tier of item is based on its perfection rating. So magic items are 0 to 69 perfection rating. Rare items are 70 to 89%. Epic is 90 to 99. And mythic is 100%, the perfect rolls you can get on an item. So going through ours, we got 3% increased harvest yield, 17% reduced harvest fees, and 1% random rune exchange. Okay, so we got our rune word. The next step is equipping it. So there's a button right on the bottom to take you straight to your inventory, but you can also get to it by going to Account and My Inventory. Now we can see on the left all of the item slots available. Now not all of these can be filled because they're not rune words that fit all of these, but there will be in the future. And the right hand side is our inventory. Now we just created a Titan, which is an armor piece, so we can go to the armor category, and there it is, our Titan, with all the statistics in the bottom. We click Titan, and then we can go to equip. This shows us a warning that this will increase the gas fees by approximately 50 cents per item on every harvest. This is something that's being worked on by Code Refactoring, but also by moving some of the farming to other chains such as Polygon, where the gas fees are lower. As it says, in the meantime, the best option is to 1. Don't harvest as often, or 2. Only use 1 weapon, or 1 rune word. Okay, so we want to equip this item, click approve, confirm in MetaMask, confirm in MetaMask, and now that it's equipped, we can see all of the attributes that our character has. Additionally, we can see this information on the farm. Right here. Now whenever we harvest from a farm, these attributes will be taken into account. So that's all I wanted to show in this guide. I hope this has been useful for you, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments or in Telegram. Enjoy!